Overweight started for me, I think, where it starts for a lot of people, and we don't talk about it often, was in childhood. So I was always kind of a bigger little girl, but underneath that bigger little girl was a little girl who was experiencing a lot of trauma. So food became a coping skill for me. And then it began to be kind of to the point of no return, and it was a habit that I carried into adulthood. And it translated really into every part of my life. My last baby was a very high risk and very dangerous pregnancy. That's a big part of when my journey at really looking at myself and how I could live my life differently began. I had 3 sons, and I was pregnant with a daughter. And I thought, you know, I'm the example for this little girl. And I stepped back and I looked at myself in the mirror. And I said, Tenika, you're 35 years old. There is a really good chance that your life is half over. And I thought, you know, despite the fact that you're not taking care of yourself, you're being given a gift every single day to wake up. Why aren't you living your best life? Why aren't you deciding to put yourself first? And it was in that moment that I made a decision that I wasn't going to live a life I didn't want anymore. I wasn't going to live a life where I wasn't happy. And whatever that looked like, whatever I had to do, I was going to do it. And I think if there was anything I would want anybody to know, is that they don't have to be ashamed. You don't have to be ashamed, but you don't have to stay sick either. What I have learned going through this process is food isn't my best friend. Food is fuel to help me live my life so that I can be my best friend. I'm very honest about it, and I'm not afraid to tell anybody. I had gastric sleeve surgery. That was the best decision for me. It's a tool in my journey, and I'm so thankful that I did it, that if anybody else is considering it or thinking about it, I want them to know that it's okay to do it. It's okay to be in charge of your life. It's okay to put yourself first. And it's really okay to be happy. And Dr. Feltz has been really, really supportive. And every time I see him, he's happy to see me, and he's so proud of me. And he and Carla are both so supportive. It makes it really easy to want to stay on the right track because he does believe in me. I'm never going to forget how sick I was. And it's probably the most scary because I know now, being well, how much I have to lose. And the hardest part for me was taking the first step. But if somebody out there is willing to take that first step, that's all it takes. Anything worth doing requires work. And this requires work, but it's so worth doing.